you so much, Kangshadi. And actually, even I would say that we haven't met at all, but yes, but still we know each other a lot.
Yes, yes.
Okay. First of all, again, I would like to thank Vastu for organizing this great, event where I always discuss with Sir कि astrology पे बहुत कुछ होता रहता है, and we have to do something on Vastu. So I was really happy that we are, totally talking about Vastu only. So that's something very great. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And thank you, Madam Moose. I think she was there in the morning session. I don't know whether she's here or not. Thanks to her as well. I did my PhD under her university in 2010. So actually means a lot for, being with her, guidance and under her guidance. Okay, I'll share my screen. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yes, visible.
It's not visible to me.
We can see.
Let's see. The slideshow is there, right? Is it in the slideshow mode?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Okay. So I always, in fact, I told in my video also that basically what we all talk about Vastu. Vastu kya hai? Vastu is basically, if we discuss, it's an art of living, or it's a science which deals with our internal and external environment. Like everywhere when we are talking about environment is where we live in, jahan hum vaas karte hain, where like if my soul is staying in my body and my body is staying in my house. So I always say that actually it is the soul, which gets affected in whatever way it is. Like when I have any disturbance in my house, my main vastu, so my body will get disturbed. And if my body is having any issues or any disturbances, like if we see the divine power, what divine power has given, divine has given a design. Like we have our body design. It's like if we are wearing an arm suit, for example, in an arm suit, my feet are inverted, or in the place of my eyes there is nose. So will we be able to give our best what we want to? So I don't think yes, because we are designed in a way. So similarly is our elements, what we say, that they are meant to be at that place. Our God divine has actually designed us in that way that balance is very important. So we will try to balance through crystals. So any sort of healing, since morning we are listening about different modalities, that how we can use them in our Vastu. So Vastu, again, I will say as it's our house, it's where we have to live. So it is not one thing that only crystals will help, or only this healing through energies will help, or aroma or sound. Everything in combination, I think we need. And yes, they do complement each other. So if I am using crystals, I will somewhere or the other area, I will also be using some aroma. I will also be using some sound therapy. So everything is, all together. So this is what we'll more detail we'll go. So if I talk about crystals, so we are well coordinated with our environment, so much so that a change in our environment comes to disturb the balance, distribute the balance area. It actually disturbs whenever any interference or any outside things come, it disturb us. The consequences are emotional, physical, emotional as well. As it sometimes gives you material damages, irrespective of our awareness or beliefs. So as Abhi Pooja, so she has given beautiful, she's made us do beautiful meditation, and those energies were so high. But will they be stable if we don't ourselves do that? or ourselves don't practice that. So it is again an important of our beliefs, what exactly we do believe and what exactly we do. So and yes, our environment plays a considerable impact on our life and growth, because if we have that environment, if we have that harmonized place, we automatically tend to uh, attract those things, absorb those things, and we want to do that. If we are sitting in a pub eating out dinner, we are in that atmosphere, so obviously we will not even think of you know uh, having a piece or something like that. So obviously our environment actually impacts a lot. Then if we come to Vastu science, it is like it comes to enable human being within environment that is conductive of energies for growth and our goodwill. The principles of Vastu comes to harmonize dwellings, rendering us with good health, wealth, and peace. So if here I come, Vastu healing with crystals. So what all we have to do with Vastu healing with crystals? So one thing is we have to do it like for balancing the energies of a plot. Like if we have a plot area, still we have not yet done construction on it. So one way is we do any sort of energy stabilizing energies at that particular time. Second is when we are already living in a built environment, that means we are already made our plot, made our house, or we have bought a flat or some, like we are already in a consigned built environment. At that point of time also we can do balancing the energies with crystals. Third is when balancing energies in the human body, like if we have any personal issues like stress, anxiety, or any sort of addiction or any depression related issues, or any sort of issues which are disturbing our body, so we can, or any our imbalance in chakras, we can do it with crystals. So so let's see how do we understand crystals bringing us joy in our life, balance our moods, our mind, and help to manifest what we want, enhance the energy levels, and much more. So here as I'm talking about manifestation, so I'll be discussing about one manifestation technique, like we will try to create a wealth bag. Let's see how time permits. So going again ahead, a well-ordered home brings more peace and clarity to your households, and that is the importance of Vastu. And as we say, home is a place where memories are formed. Hence, keeping your house's energy feel positive brings joy and abundance in our life. So I think that's really important. As I initially also said, that the environment, the positive energy of the house will actually create magics for us. So crystals, if we talk, they are widely used in Vastu to clear any kind of Vastu dosh. In particular, like we have spaces, or we have to balance our cosmic energies or telluric energies, or any sort of energies we want to balance. Crystals are one important thing. Then they are such magical creations of nature which attracts each and every one of us, possibly because of sheen, formation, color, basically all beautification of a crystal. And it basically you get attracted to those crystals which your body needs, or when you are in that state of mind, you automatically get attracted towards those kind of crystals. So next, if I talk about Vastu defects, like we have missing corners, or we have wrong bedroom placements, wrong kitchen, bathrooms, or any sort of Vastu defects. So there are specific ways, methods where we can use that, how crystals can help us, getting rid of those Vastu doshas. Now, if we come to the practical uses of crystals. So if I talk about practical uses, so crystals are the tools for communication between human and earth. Yes, because crystals are earthy element. We get them from our mines under the earth. So it is a very major example of earth element. And it is not necessary that if we have a earth element weak in our Vastu or something, then only we will be using crystals. But as it's always said that in yin there is some certain amount of yang, and in yang there is some certain amount of yin is always present. तो एक फा माँ का जो है, मदर फादर का जो है, शिव शक्ति की जब हम बात करते हैं, तो हर चीज में दूसरी चीज का भी इम्पोर्टेंट है. तो जब हम घर की बात कर रहे हैं, when we are talking about home, earth element is very important. So whether it is because it is Earth, we are staying on Earth. Earth has to be balanced. So it is not when we are talking about 5 elements, we're not talking about that. We don't have to get confused with that. But yes, because crystals increases that earth element, and living in a house, it needs an earth element. So crystals are tool for communication, and crystal stimulates the atmosphere energy flow, making your space more enjoyable, because they release positive energies. They work like software. So whatever manifestation we've given it to them, they work accordingly. Then one of the main functions of crystals for Vastu is to cleanse and transmute negative energies. So Mansara as well as Maya Matam has a chapter on Ratna Nikshep, as sir already, I think you all must be aware of that. So that means in our Shastras also, the crystals and gems ka importance is already there. And that's how we've already been using them, right? Then if I say crystals, like they are, most common remedy as measures for correction and used in Vastu. And it's like basically you have to place them in a very careful manner. They can actually magically transform its surroundings and the Vastu strength of our home, right? And again, crystals attract and give out pure energy. They can be used in the area of the house or office that lack pure energy. Wherever the energies are weak, to enhance those energies, the crystals are used. They're so beautiful and attractive. So I think everyone is, one who sees a crystal gets in love with that. So we all consist of electromagnetic energy, and we are all vibrate at a specific frequency. When we hold a crystal, as I said, we all get everyone attracted to it. When we hold a crystal, some frequency interacts with the vibrations of our human body, and that creating a similar type of some electric effect. So that crystal further vibrates, and the energy it creates is transmitted to our own internal energy pathways, which heals us emotionally, physically, mentally, making our life balanced, peaceful, and happy. So this is basically how you get attracted towards them, and you when you hold it, what kind of vibrations you receive. So next we'll come to the main important aspect of cleansing of crystals. Whenever you have to start, so you really need to cleanse them. It is a very important thing to cleanse them whenever you get a new crystal. So there are different ways of cleansing. Different therapists, different healers are using different ways. Like if we talk about first way is cleansing with incense. You can keep your crystals and use incense, like any sort of incense you wish to, or you can do smudging with sage or camphor, or incense with like lavender, lemongrass, sandal. These are very good incenses to be used for cleansing crystals. Next is dipping the crystals in salt, sea salt. You can leave it overnight and then clean it, and again keep it in the sunlight for a few hours to give it a solar charging. Some people also do it a lunar charging. That means you can leave out in the moonlight. So there are two different methods of cleansing crystals. Then smudging, as I already told you, leaving it sunlight. So these are there's another one method. We have a big crystal. If you have some crystal cave or something, you can use that for cleansing your smaller crystals as well. So this is also another beautiful way to cleanse your crystals. So if I'm talking about cleansing, like as I said, this is the most common remedy on measures for correction used in Vastu as well as in Feng Shui. So by many people to keep the negative vibes away from home and surroundings. So that's how cleansing is really important. Whether you are using it for Vastu, whether you are using it for own purpose, or whether you are using it for, making any practice of manifestation, you are making in mojo bag, or you are, making any spell or anything, whatever way you are using. So best way, as I told, to cleanse is, it's like whenever, if you receive it as a gift or you are buying it, always cleanse it, because they work like a software. So it basically gets programmed. How it works is it gets programmed the intentions, whatever you put in. So it should be, and after that also it is better if you cleanse them regularly and treat them respectfully with a loving manner. So next we will come, there are different forms of crystals used. We have pyramid shapes, we have pointers, we have clusters, we have geodes, tumbles, bowls, flat stones, bracelets, mala, balls, makaba. So there are different forms available. So for different purposes we will use. For example, if I want to enhance some energy in my place, I can use pyramids. If I want to segregate some units, or you want to just pick up some energy from below and release it out, then I can use pointers. Clusters are a beautiful form where we can give it to like in our atmosphere, in our home. Then geodes are again very nice way to clean smaller crystals. Tumbles, yes, we use it in Vastu corrections, like digging inside the earth. So we'll come more further for it. Sorry, I didn't notice the time. So Akanksha, do let me know if I'm exceeding time. Benefits, wearing simply, placing or crystals in close proximity, there are little benefits that it cleans the space, it attract more prosperity. Some specific crystals are recommended to attract love, boost confidence, and to increase any sort of mental abilities. Vastu also, in Vastu correction, if I say, we try to balance all the zones. So if I have any element, we can, and I don't have to tell how we are checking the balancing of elements. Like we can do it with our scanner or lacquer. We've been hearing since morning. If any sort of imbalance is there in any zone or any element, then probably we can use our crystals there. Next, I am coming. So this is the time for us to get to know Vastu and crystals with a twist. So let's see what else twist we have. And we'll, I hope everyone is with me.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay. So in case it's going more boring, but it's morning say you've been hearing about practical things, but this is a bit of theoretical, so you might go away. But I am trying to, I know we cannot get into interaction because then it won't go normal. Okay, so moving further, there are few crystals which are generally used. So one important crystal is amethyst. Amethyst is a beautiful purple color crystal we can use to counteract stress. Placing amethyst in the west corner of your house is best to relieve stress. You can keep it in the shelves or whatever it is mentioned here. Sorry, but I will say, baying off with stress, best would be if you can use crystal bracelet. You can wear crystal bracelet, or you can wear a crystal amethyst bracelet or amethyst mala. So because in that case it is directly on your body, it really works wonders. And especially with people who are getting stressed due to their self I might say self, when they are in double-mindedness, indecisiveness mein jab hote hain, and they get stressed due to that. So it really works wonders. Next is rose quartz. It is recommended to put in the southwest corner for healthy relationship, because this is a stone of love. This is the stone of relations, romance, and this is a best way to create any strong bond. So we can place this rose quartz rock in southwest corner, or we can place a bowl filled with rose quartz tumbles, and then we can place them there. Or we can also keep a pair of rose quartz hearts. That's also very beautiful. So I will tell you one thing. For example, if anyone is facing any relationship issues, the best way is you can give them a pair of tumbles wrapped in a pink ribbon, and yes, doing manifestation and with intention. So keep it in their wardrobe or something like that. That really works wonder for relationships. Okay, next is tiger's eye. This is again a very beautiful crystal for releasing any sort of negative issues like negativity. If you to ward off negativity, I will say. Sorry, my health is little unwell. Uh, Crystal, like getting rid of any sort of negative energies, any black magic or any, where there is a kind of a jealousy factor from people. You can block your energies with tiger's eye. You can have some tiger's eye tree with you, or you can keep a tiger eye rock with you, so that it helps you block your energies and to stop those bad vibes, disturbing you. Tiger eye is also very good for confidence. Like if you are having lack of confidence, it really increases your confidence. Then next is quartz pyramid. So if you want a growth in life, then placing a crystal quartz pyramid is really good. This stone actually helps you gain fame, popularity, and reputation. Clear quartz is again, actually clear quartz is one very common crystal which amplifies everything. It multiplies. कुछ भी problem है वो उसको कुछ भी चीज भी हमें चाहिए, whatever we want, it attracts and it amplifies. So whenever we want something in more, if we want to concentrate, we want to take perfect decisions, so this is one thing we can use it. Then citrine is again a very nice crystal to enhance wealth. Citrine is perfect with use for wealth and prosperity. To gain maximum benefits, this crystal, you can use it in your cash box to attract more wealth. Whereas if you wish, you can also keep it in your pocket and money will flow. So you can keep it on your desk. Then when I'll be sharing money manifestation technique, so crystal also we will be using a lot in that. Next is red jasper. This is a crystal of strength, fame, passion, zeal, so for improving confidence. So we can use red jasper in south direction. It's really good when you are looking for name, fame in the society. So red jasper really helps you a lot. Malachite is a green stone. It strengthens your resilience and personal power. Basically, sometimes there are little issues with your karma, and you from inside you don't understand what exactly is happening around. So there malachite really works wonders. It helps you get away from any kind of danger or disaster. Its frequency helps to gain patience, physical stamina, and inner peace. So this is again a very good crystal. Now, if we want to protect our entrance, so protecting entrance, you need a strong shield from unwanted, like when lots of people entering your house, you don't know what energies they are carrying. So there you can use a bowl filled with black turbulent rocks, where it stops, it actually absorbs the negative energy, and it don't let those negative vibes enter your home. So best play would be if you can place it on a rock or as a rock, or you can also, if you have big plants at your entrance, you can put some tumbles or rocks there as well. Then so this is one thing where, as per Losho grid, if we say, I think everyone must be aware of Losho grid. So there are few numbers, like it is written 492357816. So this is how for balancing the energies, like if we've got a Vastu to do it, and we are going through a map, and there what we can, according to the numbers of these grids, we can place these kind of stones in that particular zone to balance. Like we don't know, we've checked with the scanner, that there are some zone issues. So what we can do is, like, we can place 4 tumbles of white quartz in the southeast direction. So this we can check from a person's date of birth also, or with the houses thing also. I won't go much detail in this. This is just for an overall thing. For in north direction for career, we use green aventurine. For in southwest, for marriage and romance luck, we use black agate. And for family and health in east, we use orange carnelian. And for wealth in southeast, we use clear quartz. For relationship of in the center, as I told, the cluster of quartz. The northwest, for our relationships, we use rose quartz. And in west, for children, fertility, and our support system, we use amethyst. And in northeast, we use yellow carnelian. And in north, for name fame, we use red jasper. So I hope going fine with my things.
Yes.
Okay, great. So next is how we can use crystals in a living room. So this is the kind of, I've compiled them in a few rooms type. Like in living room, if you want to do it, best is to use crystal clusters, quartz clusters. Then in the family room, it really helps us bringing unity. Then placing a hematite or a black tourmaline in the front main door, as I already told you, it helps us get rid of negative energies. Then you can also, as I told before also, place several tumbled hematite or black tourmaline in near the entrance. So in bedrooms, best is rose quartz, as I told before. But uske alawa, apart from that, we can also use clear quartz to promote clarity and communication. In a bedroom, it is not always necessary to have a good relationship only. But with a couple, if you don't have any clear communication, that can also lead to disharmony. So in case if anyone is facing that sort of issues, there probably clear quartz is really helpful. Plus, I will say turquoise is also very good for communication if one can place it there. Then as 2 rose quartz hearts are often placed in southwest, and rose quartz, as I already said, helps us to heal our broken relationships. Then for a children bedroom, tiger's eye is very good because it's a very good stone for grounding energies. Next is amethyst, is a very good stone for studying because it gives lots of concentration and focusing on one person's goal. So we can give a plate of amethyst and keep it under a pillow of a child, or they can keep it on the bed, in their table, study table, or something like that. And if they are in very high electromagnetic field, like computers, these days it's like full of, so there you can also place a clear quartz cluster. Next is crystal for computers. Again, electromagnetic frequencies hai. So clear quartz is the best thing. You can also use sodalite, fluorite, and lepidolite. So these are few crystals which are available, and you can use them. So more uses is to clear any sort of unwanted negative energies from a room or a space. Smoky quartz is one of best. Like smoky quartz is one crystal which is very good for geopathic stress also. I forgot to mention anything about geopathic stress in my PPT, but I just remembered that yes, geopathic stress, black tourmaline, smoky quartz, these kind of crystals really help good. Then it also helps in removing dense and energies. Clear quartz is best. Like sometimes I don't know about which areas everyone is from, but if you talk about Delhi or any metropolitan cities where it's very congested, so we have small cluttered offices, or we have under basement offices where there is no fresh air or fresh cross ventilation is not there. So their crystal quartz again do wonders. So to get rid of any sluggish energies from the office, you can hang a bunch of crystal balls in the center to uplift those energies. Amethyst geode on your desk will really help you stay calm and focused. For financial good fortune, yes, large piece of citrine in the southeast corner will really be great because it attracts lots of wealth. So there are few uses of crystals for personal issues, like if someone is, having addiction, then yes, amethyst is a very good addiction. Can be any sort of addictions. You want to get rid of those addictions, amethyst is great. If you are facing some allergic issues, then Kalinian and Quartz.
Atomic war.
Okay, for increasing confidence, tiger eye and citrine is very good. Then concentration, amethyst and fluoride. Courage, aquamarine. Digestive system, citrine, golden quartz, sodalite. For increasing your luck energy, so green aventurine and moonstone is a very good stone. For mental clarity, labradorite. For increasing money, again, green aventurine, golden quartz, citrine. Protection, black tourmaline, smoky quartz, obsidian. For allergies, I think it's repeated, maybe something else. Happiness is citrine. So there are different crystals which are associated with our personal issues. Then if we talk about the crystals that are associated with the planets, there would be many people who would be doing astrology. So every planet we have a crystal associated with that. So for sun, if we talk about, so ruby is basically a gem, but then a crystal associated with that particular gem, like crystals are, they are semi-precious. Ruby is a precious stone, semi-precious stones we can say, like star ruby, rose quartz, Kalinian, they take place of ruby. For moon, pearl, crystals, white agate. Mars, coral is there, so red jasper or red Kalinian, it will help. Mercury ke liye emerald, if it is a gem, then peridot or green aventurine will help. Jupiter ke liye yellow sapphire, like Pukhraj is a main gem, but as a crystal, citrine and golden quartz or yellow Kalinian will help. Venus, diamond, so in a semi-precious thing, zircon or clear crystal will help. And for Saturn, blue sapphire, amethyst or lapis lazuli will take place. Now I will come to some crystals which are used for chakras. So because crystals actually are used for everywhere, like you must be wondering, ye to planets bhi aa gaya, there are chakras, planets, placements, because as starting also as said, we have to get balanced. So everything is actually interconnected. So crystals are also used for they help. They are like an add-on thing. So if I'm trying to balance a crown chakra, if I'm doing a meditation or I'm doing healing through our technical devices called Healy, as Mr. Saket told in the morning, or if I'm doing a wanding technique, or I'm doing aroma. So crystal again will be an add-on thing when I am trying to heal someone with any of my modalities, and I'm also using a crystal on that particular chakra or that particular thing, that will enhance what we are looking for. So these are few crystals which are associated with our chakras. So like crown chakra, we have clear quartz or amethyst. So these are different. I will not go through this. I think it's clear. I'm assuming it's mentioned here. So next I am moving on to best is like how to use, and I really want to give you a main remedy. I will say I've given you different remedies, as in which crystal can be separately, but how can we combine few crystals and we can make something. So how much time do I have, Akanksha?
Around 5 minutes you have.
Okay. So common ways to use crystals is, first of all, is intention setting. Whenever you are using the crystals, now you have come to know how what sort of crystals are there, what sort of forms are there, what form you want for any purpose, what all crystals are being used for what area. Now, how the way is done. First way is to intention setting, that you have to take a crystal and give the intention what exactly you want. Next is if you want to wear them, or if you want to use it for Vastu. Vastu may like in Ratna Nikshep, as per Mansar and Mayamata, we have different uh, specific zones where we are using ruby, this yellow sapphire, emerald, and all those things. So similarly, there are crystals associated to those particular stones. As in my previous slide, I mentioned about the planets, and like ruby, rose quartz is the crystal which is associated with ruby. So when you are doing some Ratna Nikshep, so you can also add on those crystals with your stones. Or in case if you are not able to use stones due to whatever reasons, so you have also a privilege to use those crystals according to those specific stone. And in Mansara Mayamatam, in our Vedas, it is those crystals are also mentioned. So I will not get into those. So next is first is we have set our intentions. Next is wearing them. Like, do we have to wear it as if I have something related to my throat, heart chakra, I will prefer wearing a pendant or a mala. In general, I can wear some bracelets, or I can use a flat stone in my wallet or in my pocket, or you can use some ball or flat stone in my hand to do healing. So different ways are there. So we can decide that what way we want. Then placing them in surrounding. For example, as I told, for relationship, if we want to keep it in our room, because if we want to increase the energies of that surrounding area, you can keep it there. Next is meditating with them. Keeping calm, keeping your crystals. When I told that we want to cleanse, we have to cleanse the crystals. In that process, we are also energizing them. So when we are meditating with those, we are actually, again, on the other hand, we are actually putting our all intentions in that, and then using them as a ritual, or as our ritual in any technique, or as a personal issues. As I told, like for example, for addiction, we can use amethyst. So best way to use amethyst for addiction is to take water. Like, we have bowls made of amethyst available in market. These days we also have water bottles with amethyst pencils in that. So that is also something very nice. Then what we can do is we can have nice, clean, good quality tumbles, and we can dip them in our glass of water in a glass bottle or glass, where so you can drink that water. So that's the best way for addiction. This is how we are using it. So now next I will come to the manifestation process. So everyone looks forward for money. So here I'll give you a small thing where you can make a mojo bag for yourself for money. Like, we're going to do a money manifestation technique. So I'll close my PPT here, and let it be. I would like to see everyone.
You can stop share screen D, so that
Yes, I can do that.
we can open for question and answers.
Yeah. Whether it's done? No, not yet. Can you do it for me?
I will try. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Any questions?
I'll just take one more minute. What you have to do is we have to make a wealth mojo bag. For that, some ingredients you require. You need a green pouch or a green potli. You need few crystals, like you can take citrine, 1. 2 is green aventurine, green jade, tiger eye, and golden pyrite. So these are 5 crystals you need. You want to make it a money bag for yourself. This is, I'm telling it for your, to do it for yourself. So you've taken five of these crystals. They can be like 2 in number, 3 in number, 1 in number, whatever way. Like you can have 2, 3 citrine pieces. If you have 1 citrine pieces, 2, 3 green, whatever way, but all 5 crystals should be there, right? So when you're having those 5 crystals, you have a green bag, you can have a green candle. You need a green candle and a few, a powder of cinnamon and basil leaves. So this is what you want for manifestation. And I will say wealth oil, like Sarka jo Dhanakarshan Uja oil, this is actually very nice. You can take that oil. I always take that oil for making these kind of things. So what you can do is take all the crystals. Now, slowly you have to be a little calm in that. Create a surrounding with light music, or first of all, cleanse your crystals with incense or smudging. And now take just a drop or 2 of that oil in those crystals, put those crystals, take cinnamon powder, basil leaves, and start, like this. I don't have to show it. Like, just scrubbing it with, and start affirming few things like, you can say money is energy, energy is everything, money flows to me easily, I am a money magnet, I am wealthy and successful, I love money, money loves me, I attract money quickly and easily. So these you just do slowly, at least 5 times. You can use these affirmations and start rubbing, doing it with that cinnamon powder and the oil in that crystals. It will get absorbed, your intention you're putting, and your green candle is on. This process you can do on any full moon, is very good. This ritual, if you do it on a full moon, it's very good, or a new moon as well. But in general also, if you want, you can do this ritual. And then after some time, when you are done with all those things, then put all your stuff in that green potli or green pouch and keep it in your belt box or in your tijori or somewhere. So, and if you want, you can also repeat them. You can bring out and do it in, or you up Diwali pe bhi, you can do it on your Diwali also, and do it, you can manifest it again on full moon on you. So thank you so much. Now open for questions.
Yeah, thank you so much, Shalini Di.
I think Abha Kumar wanted to ask some question. Yes.
Thank you, Shalini Madam, for such a nice presentation.
Thank you.
I just wanted to ask you as to where do we get these crystals? Because if we buy them from the market, I don't know about their genuinity. So how can we procure these crystals?
I think first of all, yes, wherever you're procuring, you need to have that trust. But I think Vastu Oorja team has themselves lots of crystals with them. So I think we can have no doubt about the authenticity of those things. But in general, if I don't know which city you are placed in, so you generally get to, you get to, but best way is to check is, I think your body yourself answers. You keep them in your hand, just close your eyes, feel those energies, and you will feel.
Pradeep sir. Pradeep ji. Jayesh Kumar.
हाँ जी मैम, पर्टिकुलर वास्तु जोन में जहाँ पर डिप्लीकेट एनर्जी है, कट है, एक्सटेंशन है, या वहाँ पर नेगेटिव एनर्जी है, हम लोग पर्टिकुलर जोन का वो क्रिस्टल रख देते हैं। तो जो वास्तु एक्सपर्ट है या हीलर है वो तो करेंगे उसको क्लींसिंग एंड एनर्जाइजिंग, बट क्लाइंट के लिए उनको फिर
आप बेस्ट वेज की आप क्लींस और एनर्जाइज करके दीजिए उनको।
ना करके देंगे, फिर उसको सेवरल टाइम्स उनको करना पड़ेगा क्या क्लेंसिंग एनर्जाइजिंग?
अगर मतलब व्हाट आई डू इज, इफ आई एम, अगर या तो हम जमीन में दबा रहे हैं उनको, इफ यू आर डिगिंग देम इनसाइड द अर्थ, दैट्स फाइन, दैट इज वंस एंड फॉर डन. बट इफ यू आर कीपिंग इट आउटसाइड, and they are in open, or either you give something which is closed and they don't have to touch it once it is done, some package thing, or otherwise then you have to teach them that, you know, once in a month or twice in a month, or like after 2 months you have to clean them. What I do, my personal thing is I put you know, a handful of sea salt with those crystals, tumbles, and ask them to put the bowl in that particular corner. And then I tell them that after 1 month, remove that sea salt. You know, when sea salt is there, then they know that, you know, it can be dirty also, dust also comes. You remove that sea salt, clean it, wash it, and again
they put it.
dry it, and again put some sea salt and put it inside.
अच्छा, ऐसे कौन से क्रिस्टल है जिसको ये एक्टिवेशन की जरूरत नहीं है, मतलब क्लेंसिंग एनर्जाइज एक बार कर दिया फिर रख दिया तो चलेगा?
हाँ, तो एक्टिवेशन तो प्रोग्राम इज डन वंस, प्रोग्रामिंग यू डोंट, क्या you have given it that intention, you've given it, it's just cleansing process these, because crystals also absorb energies now. It is just a cleansing process is required. Intention, you need not to do it again. You have done once and give it to them, that's it, right? And then they will just cleanse it and keep it, nothing doing.
Shraddha Tai. Shraddha Tai.
Ma'am, yeah, sir. I just want to ask, if I go to buy a watch and it will be having a quartz, like generally they will be using, so what do I prefer to buy it or not?
See, quartz in a watch is
Yes.
something, it won't work without a quartz. Watch का तो main purpose है वो quartz से ही चलती है. So it has had nothing to do with that. That is something else.
She is asking that there are some stones which are being put outside the watch.
No, they
for
are
a show
diamonds.
purposes.
No, that is
They are-
something
they are-
different. No, I don't
Yeah.
think she's talking about that. So you can be clear, because actually घड़ी watch के अंदर ही quartz, जिसको बोलते हैं ना quartz watch, initially
Yes.
used to say quartz watch. हाँ, so that's what that has nothing to do. That is required in a watch. So it is not that you are done with that. No,
Yeah,
you're not
just
done
now
with that.
yes, just now I got to know by you that many types of quartz is there, like clear, rose,
Yes,
smoky,
yes,
and all.
yes, yes,
Whether
yes.
that is sufficient to us to use, or we should buy it or not, like whether our aura suits it or something like that.
She is still confusing that quartz word.
Leave that quartz aside for a watch. Watch is
Okay.
something else. That is a principle of a watch, to use a quartz, one thing.
Fine.
Now, quartz is a kind of a family. There are quartz family, there are agate family, there's a tourmaline family. The different families are there of crystals, you know. So they won't interrupt in your aura. They are like a homeopathic medicine. They don't give any side effects.
Okay.
Right, so it doesn't happen that they will not balance with your aura. You will
Okay.
only attract what your body needs, simple.